ballin', ooh, ballin', ooh, ballin', yeah, ballin', ooh, ballin', ooh, ballin', ooh, now we ballin', hey, big dough, hanging out the window, hey, hey.
A lot to work with this year.
What is Mike Wang most excited about with 2K22 gameplay?
Yeah, and that's, I think just what I alluded to is just the game feels way more balanced, and it makes more sense just in terms of how we're rewarding players if they are doing the right thing on the court. I know it sounds really general and really basic, but
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The action always in full swing near the French Quarter, and tonight is no different here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Last season, early injuries held the Pelicans back, but Coach Alvin Gentry said the leadership on this team kept it together. And when we did get Zion, there was no jealousy. If anything, they wanted him to be more aggressive. For a rookie to hear that from a bunch of veterans, it shows their high character. Guys?
There is a lot of character on that team. David, thank you. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with Ball, and it's Adams in at the 5. And a lot of games left on the schedule, Brent. When do players, you think, start taking notice of the standings and where they fit?
I think after the All-Star break, to be quite honest with you, Kevin, if you're a team that knows you're floating around.
Platoon swap here for New Orleans. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. Burke, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Shoot 2. And the first one drops.
A second-round pick who relies on instincts and a little bit of size. Hernan Gomez, actually a pretty good free throw shooter.
And so he hits both. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks, trailing by 4. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And that one's good, Junior.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against Charlotte. Here's Burke. It's blocked.
It's not with extreme athleticism that Willie gets to that shot, but the anticipation and the timing, those help.
Hart the pass to Diaz. Cobb with it. Shot clock at 6 from past the arc. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big time D.
Mavericks trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that one's good. Burke.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
The young Spaniard, Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
Here's Burke. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Pelicans leading by 6. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Cobb's got 6. And a look at the #1 overall pick in the draft, Hendricks Cobb, an incredible athlete who has the potential to be a game changer for this team.
Born in New Jersey but grew up in Louisiana, Cobb has been used to the spotlight for a long time. He has all the tools to be a superstar in short order.
Diaz the pass to Cobb. He kicks it to Junior. Passes it to Hayes. Shoots it. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. He's got 8.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Mavericks trail by 9. Now Doncic against Washington. He was really on his game, and he's good on the 3 ball.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here's Diaz, and on Gomez trying to break free. And that one's good, Junior.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
The pass to Powell. Now Cauley Stein. Pass to Brunson. Doncic outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Junior with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Hart kicks to Junior. Poked away. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Burke. And that one good. Burke's got his second basket.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And that one's good, Junior. 6 points for Junior.
And of course, we know the history between Cobb and Junior. These two seem to have their fates intertwined. They're always going to be connected.
And Greg, now the 2 rookies are playing for the same side. They've been competitive for so long, so it's nice to see them join forces.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Here's Hart, guarded by Doncic. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Here's Cobb. Again, the Pelicans score.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And he makes the first.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Diaz the pass to Hernan Gomez. with 4 seconds on the clock. And Junior with the layup. Junior's got 8 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the...
Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
OMG, that's how you silence a crowd.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. And with his work in that quarter, he has 5 3-pointers. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Cobb is out there with Junior. Then there's Hernan Gomez. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Hart in at the 3 slot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Pass to Hart. The dish now to Junior. Passes it to Cobb. Lock at 6. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Cobb. And the foul called on Junior. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
And here is Burke. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Diaz. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 10. Junior, a 2nd-round selection for this team in this year's draft. And Greg, he showed them enough that they wanted to get him into their system right now.
Junior is exactly the kind of project you want to use a 2nd-round selection on. It might pan out, it might not, but you love the upside on this kid.
Cauley Stein, you got to talk mostly about the agility that this young big has, rolling well after the screen.
Over to the left wing. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hart the pass to Diaz. Lays it up off the glass. Junior's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Doncic looking it over. Here's Cauley Stein, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Fast break, here we go. Here's Hart, guarded by Powell. Hart kicks to Hayes. Back to Hart. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. To the left wing, pulls up from the corner, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And last year on draft night, it was Hayes who rocked that Sideshow Bob necklace with 1,000 stones and his nickname, Sideshow Jax.
Well, I love the nickname, but I love the potential of what it is that Jackson Hayes can bring to a ball club.
Played so far. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Doncic is checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Burke. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Doncic. The pass to Cobb. Over Doncic. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Cobb's got 14 points.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Brunson. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
New Orleans leading by 12. Here's Cobb. The quick look, no good that time. Hernan Gomez lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He has 6.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. Pass to Cauley-Stein. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Cauley-Stein aggressive inside, putting the defense on their heels and in a tough spot, staying engaged.
Junior kicks to Hayes. Passes to Diaz. Hernan Gomez against Cauley-Stein. Hayes dishes to Junior. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley-Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away. Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
To the left side wing. Here's Hart. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional on the teams making some changes here. Powell, the pass to Cauley-Stein. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop." Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Doncic with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Doncic leading the charge. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You can forget about the size of Willie Cauley-Stein because of the way he moves out on the floor. Great job of drawing a foul in the paint that time.
He hits the second from the line. New Orleans leading by 20. He's with it. He has 5. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Brunson finds Doncic. The shot from the low post is good. 31 points for Luka Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Cobb. And the Pelicans miss again. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. It's an 18-point game. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Hayes the pass to Diaz. Inside, Hernangomez kicks to Hart. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Williamson is checked in for Hernangomez. Mavericks trail by 16. Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Brunson. The pass to Powell. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Hart. New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Charity stripe shot. And the shot is long. Mavericks shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. And it's Doncic missing. Pelicans leading by 16. And Cobb gets it to go. Cobb's got 17 now.
This team knows to feed Cobb every chance they get. He's just so reliable.
Brunson kicks to Doncic. Beyond the arc. Pelicans with the rebound. Hayes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Diaz the pass to Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James. Some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Burke. On the free throw, no good. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on three?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
They've got Junior. Hernangomez out there with Johnson. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Dishes it to Junior. Johnson left side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Diaz. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint. Here's Brunson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Johnson in the corner. He dishes it to Junior. Can't hit from in close.
Yikes. Bad miss. If he could be more assertive as a finisher inside, he would be so much more effective.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis, and Dallas again with the bucket.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in. but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't.
So it's the Mavericks now, trailing by 10. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Diaz, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Melli. Puts up a three. Buries it from three-point range. Melli's got it back down to within single digits for the Mavs. Here's Diaz. Off on that one. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The same team. How you mean? Thought you knew about the team.